July 3rd?
Yeah, what's wrong with July 3rd? Spell.
There should be no question mark there.
Right.
It's not happening.
Well, that's what we can discuss, or we can just kind of wait and see if we even have anything on the agenda for that, and then
Well, yeah, I would say that you should move it. to the
Yeah, I
10th.
mean, that's not
But
convenient.
we don't want to do that either, because the
Six.
10th is a very special day, too.
That's your birthday.
I think we should do an all-day,
Either one's
Okay.
fine.
we'll do an all-day session on 10th.
I'd like to call the meeting, the order of the Board of Zoning Appeals, regular meeting, Monday, January 9th, 2017, at 5 p.m., 5:03 p.m. Call the order.
Mr. Schlechter.
Here.
Mr. Hayes.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Ms. Seek. Here.
Okay. We got the October 5th and December 5th meeting minutes.
I think the October 5th we're still holding on to, because that involves the
That's correct.
the odd house that's,
What about the 5th?
those we can.
We can approve the 5th. I'd like to make a motion to approve December 5th's minutes.
Second?
Actually, they do need to be corrected.
Oh, you have something?
Yeah,
They have me voting no, but it was yes. Yes.
I thought I had corrected those.
Did you correct that?
Yeah, wasn't that a response you made back to it? When you sent them out the first time?
I didn't see
I
that.
don't know. I didn't know if there was a correction.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Mr. Miller, did you second it?
Okay, hold on one second.
No, we're not gonna,
Wait.
I'm gonna vote no on it. Because the motion needs to be as corrected.
Mr.
Oh.
Dodd.
I thought we could
Or
call it.
the pond. I mean, it doesn't affect the result or anything.
You're talking about the Savannah Avenue case?
No, the one with
Mitchell.
the- Mitchell.
Redner.
You voted yes, or you voted no?
I voted yes. It doesn't affect the outcome, but I
Oh,
voted
you
yes.
voted yes on it?
Mhm.
Oh. Okay. I think I changed it because I thought they voted no. Okay.
I get it.
So did you second that motion?
I did not.
Okay. I'll retract that.
Okay.
Second, what motion?
We'll just put them on to the next meeting.
Oh, to approve them.
No, now that you changed them.
We can motion
we
as
motion to
changed.
approve it as corrected.
Here.
So you can make a motion as corrected, or?
Yeah, are there any other things that you saw on that?
No.
All right. Make a motion to approve December's minutes with the correction. The sites voted yes on the Mitchell Road
Second.
case.
Okay. Mr. Schlechter.
Yes.
Mr. Hayes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Seek. Yes. Oh, that's okay.
All right. Any old business? None? Okay. New business, election of officers. We're open for nominations for chairman.
I'd like to nominate and make a motion to elect Al Hayes as chairman 2017.
I'll second that.
You have to vote on that, and then if there's any other nominations, then
Okay. Mr. Schlechter.
Yes.
Mr. Hayes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Seek. Yes.
Okay, we're open for election of officers for the vice chairman. I would like to make a motion that we nominate Tim Slaughter.
A second.
Mr. Schlechter.
Yes.
Mr. Hayes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, meetings for 2017. We've got January 9th, we're here. We have another meeting in, 2 weeks? Which would be January 23rd, special meeting.
No, that's Thursday the 26th.
6.
Thursday, 26th of January, okay. And I'm,
I guess we need to decide if we want to keep it first Monday of the month or change it to some other day. And then as far as what time we want to meet, if we want to keep it 5 o'clock or change it.
that works for me, but how about you, Tim?
5's fine for me.
5 o'clock on Monday is good for me.
Okay, Monday's good too.
First Mondays?
First Monday of the month.
With the exception of July, or?
Yeah, we're going to have to.
I just think the 3rd, I mean, I don't care if we do it later in the month, but the 3rd is just not going to be feasible for,
No.
I don't know if we normally even meet in July. We hardly have anything.
Well, I was going to
That's
say,
what-
we could just kind of play it by ear because we may not even have anything on that agenda. The cutoff is about a month, 3 to 4 weeks beforehand, so
Mhm.
we'll know whether we have anything or not. And then the only other two that would change from the first Monday would be because of the Labor Day holiday, instead of September 4th, we would be meeting September 11th. And then due to the election day, we would be meeting November 13th instead of November 6th because the Board of Elections would be here Monday night setting up. And they get a little cranky if we're here doing meeting and everyone set up for elections. That would be the only exceptions.
Do you think we want to just leave it as it is and let the July be to be determined yet?
I think that.
I'm fine with it. Well, I'll make a motion to set the schedule for the first Monday of the month at 5 p.m., except for the months of September, which will be September 11th, and the month of November, which will be November 13th.
Second. Yes.
Mr. Hayes?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Leek?
Yes.
Okay, before we move on to the next item of this variance request, is there anybody going to be testifying or coming up to the microphone to speak? Raise your right hand and anybody else? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth to the best of your knowledge? Okay, the variance, item number 7 on our agenda is a variance request for a pond on a parcel with less than the minimum required 5 acres for the property located at 4680 Mitchell Road, parcel number 7827471. Does anybody here want to speak on that?
We're going to start with the staff report.
Oh, staff, sorry.
Section 2217 of the Sylvania Township zoning resolution requires minimum lot acreage of 5 acres per pond on the lot. The vacant lot on the subject property at 4680 Mitchell Road measures just over 3.3 acres in area. The applicants intend to construct a new single-family dwelling on the subject property, but need additional soil to raise the elevation where the house will be sited on the property. Rather than bring soil in from an outside source, the applicants are requesting this variance in order to construct a 1/2 acre pond on site and use the extracted spoils for grading and elevation. According to the applicant's site plan, the pond will be sited on the rear half of the parcel and be set back 28 feet from each of the side property lines. 2 items bear noting. First, the applicants in September 2010 requested an identical variance, and for the same reason, for the property abutting the subject property to the north at 4720 Mitchell Road, where they currently reside. This variance was unanimously approved by the BZA. Secondly, given the recent interest in having residential ponds on parcels of less than 5 acres, the Township Zoning Department has been reassessing the 5-acre minimum lot acreage requirement and researching the feasibility of reducing that acreage requirement. This office intends to submit in the coming weeks an amendment to Section 2217, providing for a 3-acre minimum lot acreage requirement for residential ponds. As with all amendments to the zoning resolution, this will have to go through the entire 3 to 4 month process of review, starting with the Lucas County Plan Commission before facing final approval or denial before the township trustees. Staff finds that the low elevation on the subject property and the subsequent need to raise the grade to facilitate the construction of a single-family dwelling on that property constitutes practical difficulty for the applicants. Staff therefore recommends approval of the requested variance from the minimum parcel acreage requirement for a pond on the property located at 4680 Minshaw Road, provided that all the other requirements of Section 2217 are met and a zoning permit for a pond is obtained from the Sylvania Township Zoning Department office prior to construction of the pond.
Okay, I guess we got any questions, or you want to see who's out there? Somebody want to speak about it? Or just,
No, we can ask the applicant if they'd like to
yeah, we'll do it.
come forward. He's good that way.
Oh, yeah, I was like, I don't know if I can add. I think just as Daryl shared that we want to put another building on that, another house on that property, and
If you can you, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, you'll state your name and...
Yeah, state your name and sign in there.
oh, all right, Greg and Debbie Harsh. Proceed.
Sure.
Okay. We own the parcel north of that, and want to do another building on that site. Definitely do not want another pond, but in lieu of putting another building there, the elevation's probably 5 feet low, so we need the dirt. So the pond would be for the dirt.
Okay.
So do you live in the adjoining house?
Yeah, we live in the one north of that.
All right. So you plan on building another house? In a
Yes.
pole barn?
Yes,
Is that house serviced by city water?
yes,
And then you have a septic?
no,
Yeah,
sewer,
sewer there too?
city, water and sewer.
Gotcha.
Anything else, then? I got a couple of questions. What is the grade from the street, since you built there before, what is the grade from the street to the edge of the pond?
The grade, I don't know if I can tell you that. I
You
can.
say 4 to 5 feet. That's a
I-
hell of a drop.
Yeah, well, the only reason I can tell you that is I know the grade where I'm at now is approximately 5 feet higher than the neighboring house, which would be 2 lots down. So if you were standing on my property and you looked at the house down from 4680, you would be looking at their carriage lights on their garage.
You'd be looking at what?
The carriage lights on their garage. So if you stood in my driveway on 4720, yep.
I think that one right, second right there, yep.
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you stood at 4720 correct and you looked there, you're looking
They built that up.
you're looking at their carriage lights, which is the same elevation as that 4680. Both those plots are the same height. Which 4720 was that same height as
So they
well.
build a house on a lower grade on that property.
They're
They're all right.
Yes. Yes.
So why do you have to build yours up if that's all right for their
Because
grade?
everything is coming down. 4720 was that same height prior to us building there. So everything's flowing south. So we would have been too low at 4720. And if you look at that, you can see water in their backyard, and you can see water at 4680, and that's standing water. Probably
The darker green, as you say?
Pardon me? Yes.
The darker green?
Yes, right. Yeah, the darker areas. Yeah.
How deep would this pond be?
And just talking to the pond person, probably about 16, 17 feet. Mine's 22 feet.
Okay, I have one other kind of direct question. Did you haul any of that dirt off that property?
No. No, dirt's very valuable.
I have some questions for Daryl. So you're talking about changing the zoning to allow for 3 acres, so which would mean this would not be, wouldn't need a variance if that was the case, right? Because we're on 3.3 acres.
Right.
So when do you expect to change that?
I'm talking to the trustees now to get their feelings on it. I've talked to 2 out of 3 of them. I'm going to talk to the third one before I draw up anything and submit it to Lucas County Planning Commission.
All right.
And then once I submit it to Lucas County, it's going to be a 3 to 4 month process.
Okay. So when did this come about?
Pretty much this case was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
This board has seen several of these cases.
As we voted down last month, the
Right.
one.
And I've had over the past several months just people calling into the office that inquiries as far as putting in a pond on lots with less than 5 acres, or somebody that has a lot with a pond and they've got the acreage, but they want to do a lot split that would result in less than 5 acres. So this, I'm not going to say it's happening often, but enough that it's triggered that one. Okay, so what is the reason for this 5 acre requirement? And talking to the county engineers, county health department, county planning commission, there really is no. It's kind of one of those archaic regulations that there's no strong reason for keeping it at 5 acres. That some townships do have less than 5 acre requirement, some places don't have any acreage requirement. Springfield is the same as us, so the 5 acre requirement. When I talked to him, he said, let me know what you find out. I think I'd be interested in changing ours as well. So there really is no reason to keep it at 5.
Okay, I was just curious. Are we planning on reaching back out to revenue?
Yeah, once I get something drawn up and ready to submit, I'm going to give Mr.
Ratner.
Ratner a call and let him know. I mean, I guess there's no guarantee that it'll be approved, but
Correct, yeah.
that's one reason why I want to talk to the trustees too, to see that they're open to it and not, if 2 out of 3 of them are dead set against reducing it to 3, then I probably wouldn't even bother. Maybe we try going for 4 acres instead of 5 or something like that. But I'm kind of feeling out the trustees first, so that there's a reasonable chance of approval.
Okay. So I didn't mean to bore you with that.
No, that's good.
And,
We just had a case similar to this last month, so I'd like to know all the facts before.
in regards to the depth of the pond, our requirement is a minimum depth of 17 feet.
Okay.
Daryl, do you think the 5 acres might have been a requirement to give you the right amount of distance between a septic system and a well? Since probably back in the day, most of those 5 acre parcels might have been a health department driven.
It may have had something to do with that, and talking with Nathan Freeze at the health department, he indicated that they changed a lot of their requirements. Really, he doesn't care whether it's 1 acre or 10 acres. It's more based on the kind of soil that is on the property, how the property is used, how much is covered already. He said, somebody can have 10 acres, but they go out there and they've got a couple pole barns in the garage, and all this. They have to have enough room for the leach field and then a backup leach field, or
Right.
secondary leach field, whatever.
In case that was fails.
Right. And in this case, they're not even on septic, so that's sort of a moot point. Whereas if they could have 1 acre of property, but have plenty of room for a leach field and a secondary leach field, and somebody wouldn't care if they had a pond. So it's their rules and what they look at has changed a lot over the years. So he had no problem with us going down to 3 acres.
I mean, I can definitely see no issue if there's water and sanitary available.
Correct.
Then it's just functions and layout.
The one we had, not to bring up, the one we had last month didn't call it a hardship, correct?
Right.
They just wanted a variance for the amount of ground, not to build a house, not to use the soil to build the house.
Right. They just want to be able to split the lot in order to sell.
Yeah, because the two that were zoning were attached because the 5 acres was on the other, they wanted on the other side of the creek.
Yeah, it wasn't, you couldn't get to that.
Yeah. So they were trying to, if they couldn't rezone that without the variance. Because if they have the variance for under the 3, because the 5 acre is the one with the pond, which covered the creek.
Right. And they could do a lot split because of the pond.
Because they couldn't rezone that to 3 acres. They were trying to rezone it, correct?
Not rezone it, to do
Split
a
it.
lot split.
And then they'd have how many acres? Only 3.
Yeah, it was only 3. It was a little over 3.
I think it would have been 4, but it still would have been under the 5 acre
Yeah.
requirement for a pond, for a lot with the pond.
Or the pond.
Right.
But they didn't ask to use the dirt for the property.
Right.
So that's the hardship
That's
here.
hardship,
That's the hardship here is the grade, right?
right.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope. How about us, would you adjourn and go back? Talk about it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's do a motion.
Yeah, I'll do a motion.
All right.
Go ahead.
Make a motion for the variance request for a pond on a parcel with less than the minimum required 5 acres for the property located at 4680 Mitchell Road, parcel number 78-27471.
Second.
Mr. Schlechter.
Yes.
Mr. Hayes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Lee.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I guess we're, motion for adjournment, are we all done?
So moved?
Second.
Matthew,
Yes.
motion and Tim seconded. Okay, Mr. Schlechter.
Yes.
Mr. Hayes.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Lee. Yes.
Congratulations, guys.
Mr. Chairman, nice job.
Gonna stumble right through this. No, you.
I'm going to have to redo my
Yeah,
thing up there.
and it should say M.R. Al Hayes, Mr. Al Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Esquire.
This